Okay, since I'm out here in the woods, I thought I would talk about some of my first experiences camping. I do feel like I had kind of like a sheltered childhood, so I never experienced any sort of like Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts type camping trips when I was a kid. And my family certainly was not interested in doing any sort of camping or anything like that. If we traveled, we stayed in a hotel. But I do have to say that when I was probably, I'm going to say 17 years old, I had some friends that wanted to go camping, and of course, they went camping all the time. But my parents were like, no way, you cannot go unless there's a parent there with you. And so somehow we had to get this girl's father to go with us on the trip. Like, everyone was going to go like on their own without any parents, but she got her father to come, which was like her divorced dad that she rarely ever saw. She got him to come on the trip. So that was the only way my parents would go because they knew a parent would be there. And so I remember we drove out to this place and we all brought our tents, our food, our clothes. We were only staying for one night. It wasn't like a big trip or anything. It was just for one night. And I'm actually surprised that my parents actually let me go because normally they wouldn't let me do anything like that. So, one of the first things I realized is when we got to the location, everyone immediately ate all the food we brought. Like, as soon as we got there, they ate all the food. So, we had no food, no water, uh, no anything to last us the rest of the trip. Now, even though it was just like a one night trip, I just remember it getting like really cold at night that I was not prepared for. I didn't bring heavy jacket or blankets or anything like that. So I would actually would say I had a pretty miserable time and I couldn't wait to get back home and eat something. So that was my first experience camping. The second experience I had camping, I was 21 years old and someone that I worked with had asked me if I wanted to go camping, which I was kind of like, no thanks. Because, based on my first experience as a teenager. And he explained that he had a truck camper in the back of his pickup truck. So he said, you don't have to worry about being cold. You don't have to worry about wild animals. We'll just sleep in the camper. And I felt a little bit better about that because I knew it would be freezing cold or anything. But also, I had sort of just started this job, so I didn't really know the guy that well. And so I thought it was a little weird to go camping just like one on one with one person who I don't know very well in the middle of the wilderness. But he was older than me, so I figured he probably knows more about camping than I would. I don't think that I had the feeling that he was like looking to take advantage of me or hook up with me in any way. I think he was truly just interested in like camping and fishing and wanted someone to go with him so he didn't go alone. So I went, and I think the whole time I once again realized I was pretty miserable. I felt like at this point in time, I'm not really that much of an outdoors person. I do remember being extremely cold, even though I had thought I came prepared with like lots of heavy clothing and everything. He told me, and I don't know where he got this information, he was in the military maybe. He told me that if you're really cold, you're supposed to take off all your clothes and lay next to each other for body heat. And I was like, that doesn't sound right. I mean, maybe it's true, but I'm not taking off all my clothes with some guy I work with who I'm like just sort of met and am not romantically involved with. So I refused to do so. He started to undress, which I was not comfortable with either. Uh, I was just convinced that I'm going to try to put on as many jackets and blankets as I could to try to stay warm throughout the night, uh, and also avoid him at all costs. And I froze. It was really cold. It was really cold the whole night. I was just happy it was the next morning so we could finally drive back to civilization and I could get back home. Now, it's not like things were weird or anything with that guy when I went back to work because he acted like it was no big deal, but I still felt like I'm not gonna go camping with him ever again. It seemed like a good idea, but I didn't enjoy it. And that was kind of the end of that story. Thanks for watching.